It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll get a look at this team's sure-handed tight end, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. Great game in store for y'all, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, the skies certainly aren't cooperating, Brock, but for a lot of those guys on the fields, this is perfect football weather. As we welcome you to another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And here we go. 4 quarters of football headed your way. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And we're going to look at their QB. I know my partner Brock Heward's excited about this guy, one of the league's few lefties at the position.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Slot man in motion right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Punting unit out now. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And it's their 5th-year quarterback leading the charge.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he'll fight the good fight forward to around the 21. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Dropping back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
On now comes their punter. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. One of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 27. Looking slant route, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To throw it on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
To throw here on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll give him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter two. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It is caught left side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Gets this one to Harris. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll throw it yet again. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And they'll have first down. Now a give running right. And he only gets this one down to the 9. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. They're throwing it. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
45-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 10.
Throwing from the gun here. Looking for a target. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They'll run here on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Uh-oh, he can't escape. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Got to figure out this third down here. They'll try and throw it here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. A tight end in motion now. Play action on first down. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Back now, pressure on its way. Throwing the out route complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Pass play now. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Finds his man over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll send him up the middle. Goes up and over for the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And these guys tie this game 7-7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First and 10, looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we've reached halftime. Only a field goal game so far. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And that one tied 14 apiece in the 2nd quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. 24-0 is your final.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give him a first down. Running it now out of the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Setting up the running back screen. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of power.
And he's in for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The offense headed back to the field. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He'll look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They give it to him again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Here's a throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll throw it. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
To throw here on 1st down. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Brought in right side. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's going to throw this one. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll throw to begin this drive. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. We send a man in motion. They'll run here from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer. They got to set an edge. And they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down for a loss. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the offense ready to head back out onto the field. Their offense running back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing from the gun here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a give up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Ball start, offense.
All twitched up. They were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. They send a tight end in motion. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Right up the gut. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Motioning left is their running back. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
3rd and 6.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Caught on the comeback route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
Hey, this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
Working inside the red zone. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. A very short kick here from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
He stopped on the return at the 27. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Man in motion here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They'll throw it. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That's not going to help in that decision at all.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
24-yard gain.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Pass is hauled in by the running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense getting all set for this series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Running back sent in motion left. Pass play on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now they send their back in motion right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They are throwing it again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Here he is to throw. Cut out left. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Still on his feet. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits him on the in route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing it again here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Throwing now. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.